headquarters, a church in Philadelphia has been convicted of sexually assaulting 3 minors, including a congregant. The Reverend Mark Hatcher, the pastor of Holy Ghost Headquarters Revival Center in North Philadelphia, maintained his innocence. Despite the verdict, prosecutors said the evidence against him was clear. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to the Inquirer, the pastor of the Holy Ghost Headquarters Revival Center in North Philadelphia was convicted late on Wednesday of sexually assaulting 3 children, including a congregant. Between 2000 and 2008, a Montgomery County jury reached the verdict against the Reverend Mark Hatcher, who was 60 years of age, after a 2-day trial in Norristown. He was found guilty of rape, statutory sexual assault, and indecent assault in acts at his home in Bluebell and at a church-owned property in Brewery Town. After the verdict was read, Hatcher maintained his innocence, saying the outcome of the case was, quote, not right, close quote. Quote, it's not fair, close quote, Hatcher told reporters as he left the Montgomery County Courthouse. There's no truth in it. His lawyer, Robert Gamberg, declined to comment Thursday morning. Even after his arrest in May 2022, Hatcher continued to preach at Holy Ghost, a congregation of several hundred members that worshipped inside the middle of Broad Street. Hatcher has led the church since 1983 after inheriting the position from his father. During the trial, prosecutors led by Assistant District Attorney Caroline Goldstein presented evidence, including testimony from the 3 victims that Hatcher preyed on them when they were children, exploiting his status as a trusted authority figure. The investigation began in January 2022, when 2 of Hatcher's relatives told Whitpain Township Police that he sexually assaulted them at his Bluebell home. Prosecutors said one of the victims told police Hatcher assaulted her in 2000 when she was 15, fondling her breast and exposing himself to her after isolating her from her family. The woman told investigators she was terrified during the encounter and unsure of what to do. Another victim said Hatcher assaulted him at least 5 times, beginning in 2007 when he was 6 years old. The final victim was a former parishioner of Holy Ghost whose mother was in a relationship with Hatcher in 2006. At the time, she said she was 13 and Hatcher kissed and groped her on 2 occasions while giving her rides to school. In another encounter, she said Hatcher drove her to a house under renovation that Holy Ghost owned in Brewery Town while she was alone with him in the house. She said he pinned her to a mattress and raped her, covering her mouth as she screamed for help. The woman reported what happened to Philadelphia police in 2008, but investigators said the case was never pursued by prosecutors there. During the trial, Gamberg called nearly a dozen character witnesses who attested to the longtime Pentecostal preacher's good character and said he has a reputation in the community for being peaceful and nonviolent. He also suggested that the victims' accounts were unreliable because of the passing of time and their ages at the time of the alleged assaults. But the jurors were not swayed. Hatcher is scheduled to be sentenced by Montgomery County Judge Thomas C. Brancott on May 23rd, 2024. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender.